Good evening and welcome to this edition of Newsleader on 6. I'm Jim Fuller.
And I'm Amelia Marquez. In tonight's news, Tullahoma Elementary School students recently participated in an essay contest about what they like about Tullahoma, and we'll bring you a video of the winning students. We'll have more from the gubernatorial candidate Randy Boyd's visit to Tullahoma, and we'll tell you about an Elvis tribute show coming to South Jackson Civic Center this Saturday night. We'll have these stories and more on tonight's Newsleader on 6.
Keith Barnett here at Russell Barnett Kia in Tullahoma. Check out this 2017 Kia Forte, yours today, $279 a month. Or check out the 2018 Kia Sorento, up to $4,000 off. Kia is the power to surprise. And remember, why buy anywhere else?
Attention Shoeistas, Bryn's Shoe Boutique in Tullahoma is closing forever. Every item in the store is reduced for immediate sale. Brenda is offering huge discounts on her entire inventory of fashion women's shoes, designer handbags, and jewelry, featuring famous brands like Yellow Box, Nine West, Bandolero, Impo, Coach, Michael Kors, Joseph Ripcott, and others. The sale is underway now through March 3rd. Hurry in for huge savings at Bryn's Shoe Boutique, 115 Northwest Atlantic Street, Tullahoma. Open 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Saturday.
Welcome back. Tullahoma Mayor Lane Curley recently hosted the winners of the What I Like About Tullahoma contest for a pizza party and award ceremony at South Jackson Civic Center. Let's watch as Mayor Curley opens the ceremony and Tullahoma aldermen present the awards to local elementary school students.
These are the papers that the children wrote that have been chosen to be the winners of What I Like Best of about Tullahoma.
Welcome you to the 15th annual What I Like Most About Tullahoma contest. This is our effort to encourage the elementary students of our public schools to tell them to slow down a minute and think about their hometown and what it means to them. We had some incredible entries, all of which demonstrate our young people's imagination and their ability to express their thoughts, either in prose or in graphic form. Through their eyes, we now have a better understanding of what they like and appreciate most in their hometown. This year we had over 1,200 entries thanks to the support of principals, staff, administration, and school board. My message to each of these young people is this: continue to be a leader and lead by example. I challenge you to work with others in your class to make Tullahoma a world-class community. Let's keep Tullahoma clean. Let's only do safe things. Stay drug-free. Listen to your teachers and your parents. Study hard, get involved, and always do your best. Your school, your family, and thus your community is depending on you.
Fair kids, we all at the top of the stage. Once a frog, always a frog. First person I'd like to recognize tonight is Avery Hodges. Next recognition is Riley Ferguson. Next one is Christian Martin, Laura Winton, Jace McGee, Emma Pruitt, Jean Hodling, Harper McShay, Ayla Bunch, Eric Sayer, Michael Moyer.
And this is the Fair Frogs.
Bel Air Bees,
First, certificate Vinnie Van Scotten, Olivia Rust, Nolan Kilgore, Aubrey Jasper, Landon Sharp, Lindley Gifford, Johnny May, Isla Scott, Ivy Scott, Chase Dodson, Marissa Haas, Kyle Stanko, Brooklyn Cato.
The Bel Air Bees.
So do we have any already Leo Lions here?
First off, I'd like to invite up Hudson Newton. And next, Sarah Clay Lockmiller. Judah Bills. Next, Megan Ellis. And next, William Nichols. Lexi Brown. And next, Jake Fisher. Kelsey McKelvey. And next, Bryson McKelvey. Allie Shelton.
And these are Leo lines from Robert E. Lee.
We have any East Lincoln Eagles here?
Here we go. Justin Roper, Shayla Anna Miller, Mason Hall, Mahala Locke, Gunnar Merlo, Cumbria Solomon, Braylon Dow, Neve Williams, Devon Edens, Denisha McGeer, Owen Alexander.
Good. So I hope you enjoyed the evening. We really enjoyed being a part of this and recognizing the achievements of the young people of Tullahoma.
2 students were recognized as the grand prize winners and received additional prizes along with an offer of lunch with the mayor. In this video, Mayor Curley reads the grand prize winning submissions.
2 grand prize winners. So we had a 2nd grade winner and a 5th grade winner. Here's just a portion of what the 2nd grade winner wrote in their own handwriting. The police department does a fantastic job protecting the town. The paramedics and the nurses do a great job helping. The fire department does an awesome job of setting out fires, and they are the people who make this city great. East Lincoln and Tullahoma City Schools do great work of teaching, and without them, people could not know what they need to know. It's awesome that teachers show up and teach. Tullahoma is a great city, and it is filled with so many people that make this town up. I love walking down the road and smiling at everyone. Every day, somewhere in the world, somebody walks down the street and makes everyone's day. I hope one day I can make at least one person's day. I love Tullahoma. So, this young person is not here, but Mr. Hargrove, I'll ask that you recognize Gunnar Merlo on a job well done. So, the other grand prize winner also did an excellent job presenting why they think Tullahoma is a great place and what they like most about Tullahoma. I think Tullahoma is a wonderful place to visit or live in. Tullahoma has fun activities. They also have interesting people to meet. Here are some of the reasons and examples about what I like most about Tullahoma. To begin with, what I like most about Tullahoma is the low crime that happens here. For example, there's barely any crime committed here. This means that all citizens here are safe. Parents don't have to worry about their children's safety. Another reason why I like Tullahoma is the parks. For instance, the parks here are absolutely beautiful. Everyone gets exercise by walking and doing activities. It's also a great place for socializing and meeting new and different people. It's always a good idea to go walking outside when it's a beautiful day. Then there are the schools. The schools here are wonderful for the children. They make sure that children go home learning something new every day. The teachers teach them important lessons they need to learn. They also take good care of the kids when they're at school. The children can meet new people and make new friends. In conclusion, I think that Tullahoma is a great place to live or visit with all the different kinds of activities and people. With all these reasons to show how great it is, then I think it's safe to say Tullahoma is one of the best cities ever. So, Coach Hargrove, another East Lincoln Eagle. She's also not here, Rosalind Molina Adam. A 5th grader wrote that.
And when we come back, we'll hear from the gubernatorial candidate Randy Boyd. Stay with us. More Newsleader is coming up after these messages.
Keith Barnett here at Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Winchester. Check out this 2018 Ford Focus, $299 a month. Or check out the 2018 Ford F-150 up to $9,000 off. Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Winchester. And remember, why buy anywhere else?
All I have to do to think about what I was physically before and what I am now, and I don't ever want to go back to that original situation.
The overall mission of the rehab team is always what is best for the patient and how we can facilitate maximum potential from every resident.
Well, the most important thing to me is that I'm allowed to do whatever I want to do, you know.
Everyday miracles at Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
The animal shelter has served Tullahoma dogs for nearly 30 years. Now, you can help us build a bigger and better no-kill shelter. Your tax-deductible gift is matched dollar for dollar. So come on, bark it forward and donate now to have your tax-deductible gift matched. Make your check payable to the COT Shelter Building Fund and go to tullahomatn.gov to see all the unique gifts available for your generosity. For more details, you can call City Hall at 455-2648.
Can you imagine a world without beauty, without color, without creativity, without art? Neither can we. Keep arts alive and experience all kinds of arts and crafts at the first annual Arts Alive Tullahoma on the lawn of the newly renovated grounds of the South Jackson Civic Center, May 26th and 27th. For details, visit TullahomaArtsCouncil.com and come spend the day at our fun, family-oriented art festival.
Welcome back. Tonight we bring you installment 3 in our series on gubernatorial candidate Randy Boyd's visit to Tullahoma. In this segment, Boyd talks about why he wants to be governor of Tennessee.
So why would I want to be governor? So here's the vision. The vision is to make Tennessee the state of opportunity. Opportunity for better education, opportunity for better jobs, and opportunity for everyone. And each one of those has a metric. So I've been told by some of my political consultants that when you're in politics, you're running for office, don't be very specific because people can hold you down, hold you to it, they hold you accountable. But as a business guy, this is kind of what you do. So in each of these, we have a metric. Opportunity for better education is quite simply finishing the drive to 55. When on the very most elemental tactical basis, the reason why I want to run for governor is to finish the job I started. And we've got so much left to do, and I want to make sure that we get it done. So when I was debating whether I should run, I was thinking, well, I can hope somebody else cares and we'll finish this, or I can just come back and do it myself. So that's why I'm running. We'll finish the drive to 55. There's a lot of things we could do. We could talk about that for hours, but I'll share just one big idea, and one idea that we're going to hit with the legislature next year, and that is make sure that every kid can graduate from high school with the opportunity, at least, to get a certificate or associate's degree. So when they graduate from high school, they can have the opportunity to get a great job. Here's how we do it. One of the big challenges with the Tennessee problems, you have kids that can now go to technical community college for free, but in so many places across our state, there's not one that's very accessible. If you're in Johnson County or in Grundy County, there's not a TCAP in the whole county. And if you're low income, driving an hour to a local school, you might as well be on a different plan. At the same time, we've got some places where they don't have the right programming in the schools. Or if you're in Memphis, they've got a TCAT in Memphis, but it's in a bad part of town in which very few people were willing to go. So here's the plan. We're going to work with each TCAT and every community college to build a satellite campus on the high school. So the kids can actually walk across the parking lot, they can walk across the hall in some cases, and actually get that certificate or degree. They can, well, at the same time as they get their diploma, so they can walk out of high school with the ability to go get a $50,000 job at Nissan or at some of these other companies that are desperate for people with those kind of skills. Now some kids will still go on to a 4-year school, but at least every kid will have an option for a better skill and a better life. And we can afford to do this, and this is something that will be a priority. If I could only do one thing, say just pick one thing, that would be it. We have the opioid crisis, we have crime, we have a lot of health issues, but if we can, I believe education is the inflection point of everything. If we can fix that, get them an education that leads to a good job, it will have the positive effect on everything else we can do. But we can do other things. Opportunity for better jobs. When I was Commissioner of Economic and Community Development, we set a goal as being #1 in the Southeast for high quality jobs. When I left, we were #4. We've got a lot of work left to do. If we do the workforce part right, the jobs will continue to come. What I want to do is fight for entrepreneurs and small business. I don't think our big corporations really need a governor out there fighting for them every day, but a lot of small businesses like mine was once, my wife's business is now, my 2 sons' businesses are. We need help with all the rules and regulations that are stifling some of our small businesses. So another big opportunity is try to make Tennessee the best place in the country to start a small business and support those guys that have already started. And the final thing is opportunity for everyone. And when I was Commissioner of ECD, I traveled, my wife keeps telling me, don't say ECD, Economic and Community Development. So when I was in my former job, I got to go to all 95 counties. And when you go to all 95 counties, you realize that we're 2 states. We got some people that are prospering and just doing incredibly well. And we got some other people that are getting left behind. I believe you're only as rich as your poorest neighbor. We got some neighbors that are struggling. I mentioned a few already. I keep mentioning Grundy County, but you go to west in Wayne County, Lewis County, Perry County, Decatur County. We've got counties all across our state. In fact, of our 95 counties, we have 19 counties that the federal government lists as being distressed, being the bottom 10% in the entire United States in poverty and income and unemployment. And that's unacceptable. I created something called the Governor's Rule Task Force about a year and a half ago now. Brought 120 people in from all across the state to try to focus on what things we can do. And it's a broad range of things, and it varies depending on which county, but nearly all involve improving their education and improving their workforce. Most involve helping them develop sites, and all involve better infrastructure. And a key part of the infrastructure in every case is broadband. If you're not connected to broadband in today's world, if you're not connected, you're not going to be successful. So making that available is key. Agriculture and tourism are also a key part of the success in those areas. The goal, I mentioned there's 19 distressed counties. The goal for the task force was 0 distressed counties by the year 2025 as governor. The same goal, it will be 0 distressed counties by the year 2025. I don't want to leave anybody. So that's the dream. That's what we hope to make Tennessee the state of opportunity, and hope to have your support in this race so that we can make that happen. Thank you very much.
More Newsleader is coming up in a moment.
It's not invoice. It's not MSRP. It's not Christmas Day, although it may feel like it. It's the lowest prices in Middle Tennessee, period. It's a Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram or Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac before these prices are gone forever.
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
What's a Tennessee vacation? It starts off like any road trip, and then, boom, adventure and thrills everywhere you look, which happens to be some of the most beautiful scenery in the country. Music here, history there, and all kinds of green in between. Come relax and unwind, or bring the crowd for some stargazing, or stargazing. Whatever you do, come hungry and expect an awesome soundtrack. It's all right here in Tennessee. We're playing your song. For a free vacation guide, visit tnvacation.com.
When your family suffers the loss of a loved one, the caring and compassionate staff at Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel are standing by to assist you in every way possible. We are proud to support local industry and offer only Batesville caskets. Many funeral homes don't own or operate a crematory. We utilize the only crematory in Coffee County. Your loved one never leaves Coffee County. We can accommodate any need and any budget. Consider our complete pre-need service to remove this burden from your family during their time of grief. Lock in today's low costs and protect from inflation. Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel. Our family caring for your family.
Welcome back. Ultimate Oldies will be presenting a tribute to Elvis this Saturday night at the Tullahoma Civic Center. Peggy Burton spoke with Jamie Harden about the show.
I'm so glad today I have Jamie Harden with me, the Oldies Supreme Director. How are you today?
I'm doing great.
It's great to have you. You know, we're having him at the South Jackson Civic Center on the 10th of March. I hope you'll be there.
Yes.
So, what do you want to tell us?
Well, it's coming up quick. It jumped up on us
I know.
the short February month.
It's already March almost.
I know. We were looking at the calendar. I was like, hey, this is like 2 weeks from today. So it's a week from this Saturday, the 10th.
I think we decided to start at 7:30.
I think it's 7.
Is it going to be 7?
I was told
okay.
7, yes.
Forgive me. There we go. There's the
7,
sign.
yeah.
It's 7 o'clock, March 10th. Tickets, just write all that down. Call in for tickets because I think they're going fast.
They are. It's starting to move really fast. The floor is about already
almost
gone.
about full.
And the balcony, we've sold a lot in the balcony already. So
it's a great show. How long have you been doing the Elvis show?
This is actually our third Elvis show that we've done. We've done the first one 4 years ago.
I think that's the one I saw.
Yes, ma'am, down in Manchester, and we've done it at the park in McMinnville last year. I try to do it every year somewhere.
Just to keep it
Right, because we have five shows that we rotate wherever we go.
I am so impressed with the fact that you can run 5 different shows.
Well, it's tough because, like in my brain, I'm working on all of them all the time.
And you're trying to keep all the circuits going,
right.
and it's a wonderful job you do. Some of your major characters, you want to name them?
You mean like artists that we...
Artists that you use in the
of course,
show.
Elvis, you know, we do Chuck Berry, Little Richard, the Beach Boys, love the Beach Boys, the Beatles, we do all the girl groups, we do doo-wop, Jerry Lee Lewis, Buddy Holly, of course I do Buddy Holly, it's one of my favorites, all the classics.
And in this show that you're doing of Elvis, is it every bit of it's Elvis music?
Oh, it's
and
all
people
Elvis.
need to understand it's not really like
it's not an impersonation.
imitating him.
No. I'm kind of...
You're honoring him, I think.
Yes, I
That's
mean,
the way I look at it.
we've got shows where we sort of do that, but this is a serious tribute. You know, it's not like a gimmick type thing.
And I appreciate that.
Yeah, and they're funny about that. You know, when I deal with Elvis's people, they're like, they don't want you doing anything.
I was impressed that you got the, what do you call it, the franchise or whatever to do an Elvis show.
They're really easy to work with.
You can't just pop up and do the show.
No, and they're kind of specific on, you know, they're very specific, you know, they don't want you making fun, you know, making a joke of it. So
you have a favorite Elvis song?
Oh gosh,
it's
man, that's a tough
It's hard
one.
to pick it, isn't it?
It is. I really like Suspicious Minds.
Yeah.
And I like American Trilogy, which we'll be doing.
That, you know, that stays in my memory. When I saw you all do that in Manchester, and the song had not even ended when everybody was on their feet.
Right.
That was amazing. That was one of the most beautiful renditions.
It is, and I really like. I kind of like the older Elvis stuff. I like Way Down. You know, that one's good. And of course, you've got Jailhouse Rock. It's kind of hard to narrow it down. But one of the favorite ones I do is Separate Ways.
Yeah, I like that too.
That's a good song. So
all you Elvis lovers or people that just like a good show, be sure and get your ticket. I think tickets are $20.
They're $20.
$20
20 across the board.
And I don't know, there may be an attachment as far as ticket development, but the ticket's basically $20. And all you have to do is you can go online and get a ticket, or you can call the office. You can try showing up.
Right.
And there might be a few seats, but
Probably
I think it's a
not.
good idea to have your ticket bought and paid for.
Right.
So you can get in.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And like I say, we have this is our full band. You know, I have on my horn section and everything, which is.
I love that you've added a horn section. You didn't have that forever, did you? Or have you
just in spots.
Just in spots.
But in the Elvis show, it's you know, when we're doing Elvis from the very beginning to the end. So in the 70s and stuff, you know, that was really his signature thing, was adding the horns.
Elvis.
That's probably
his music sort of crossed a lot of boundaries.
Oh,
you know,
yes.
gospel, blues.
Yep, it did.
Just a lot of different types of music.
And a lot of people, the artists, still go back to Elvis, although he might not have been the only one, but he's one that most of those artists point back to. Hey, Elvis made this possible for us to do this. But a lot of the research I've done on it was just amazing how many people, you know, that were in awe of Elvis, even like the Beatles and people that you think, well, they thought Elvis was it, you know.
All right, well, let's don't forget. March the 10th, Saturday, South Jackson Civic Center, 7 o'clock, the Elvis Presley Oldies show, and don't miss it.
We'll be right back in a moment with more Newsleader on 6.
Keith Barnett here at Russell Barnett Chevrolet GMC in Winchester. Check out this 2018 Chevrolet Equinox, $229 a month. Or get up to $10,000 off select 2018 Chevrolet Silverados. That's Russell Barnett Chevrolet GMC in Winchester. Why buy anywhere else?
Here at Manchester Funeral Home, we know the importance of living and working in our local community because it's those families who we serve during their time of need honorably. We believe in supporting local business and offer only 100% Batesville caskets, the best in the industry and a driver of our local economy. If you want straightforward and fair pricing while working with the people you know, choose Manchester Funeral Home, serving your community since 1932. And pre-planning and pre-funding can be the best gift you ever leave your loved ones. Call us to pre-arrange. Manchester Funeral Home. Our family caring for your family since 1932.
Welcome back. The pet of the week this week at the Tullahoma Animal Shelter is a Chihuahua Dachshund mix named Bella, who entered the shelter as an owner turn-in. She's approximately 1 year old and good with other dogs and children. Bella is up to date on her vaccinations, heartworm negative, and will receive a free spay provided by the shelter. Be sure to check out your shelter on Facebook for information about upcoming events and fundraisers. Remember, help support your local shelter by adopting, donating, or volunteering. For more details, contact Teresa at 454-9580. The Tullahoma Animal Shelter is located at 942 Maplewood Avenue.
And the Coffee County Humane Society's featured pet this week is Lucy. She's a mixed breed dog who needs a loving home. The shelter also has many other dogs available for adoption at 1210 Oakdale Street in Manchester. Hours of operation at the shelter are 7:30 a.m. until 2:30 p.m. Monday through Friday and 8 a.m. until 1 p.m. on Saturday. The shelter's phone number is 723-2730. Donations for animal care can be made to the Coffee County Humane Society at P.O. Box 252, Manchester 37349, and their website is www.coffeehumane.org.
Stay with us. Your weather forecast is coming up after these messages.
Russell's got your truck, man. Russell's got your truck. Chevy, Ford, and Ram, man. Russell's got your truck. With the best selection anywhere, Russell's got your truck.
Where can you find all 4 all-American truck brands all at one place? Check us out on the web at russellbarnett.com. If you still can't decide, give us a call. We'll line them up for you. Either way, my question is, why buy your next truck anywhere else?
Russell's got your truck, man.
At the time, maybe you were just building a bridge, a business, or a community. Maybe you were simply working for a home or a better tomorrow. At the time, you served out of duty and love of country. But in that time, we see a legacy created, an American dream lived. The rehab team at Life Care Center of Tullahoma is ready to help you live well.
It's time for every family and business in Tullahoma to go green and recycle. Tullahoma Public Works makes it simple and easy to recycle. Just place your recyclable materials, paper, plastic, aluminum, and cardboard beside your garbage container on the same day your garbage is picked up. Your recycled materials don't have to be in a fancy container. Recycling is not only the right thing to do, it makes sense. Recycling pays. Paying to bury our garbage costs each of us. Please do your part. Let's go green, Tullahoma, and recycle.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1974 at 79 degrees. The record low was in 1996 at 10 degrees. The average high on this day is 57 and the average low is 34. Mostly clear weather in the forecast for tonight with a low of around 26. Partly cloudy weather expected on Friday with a high of 55 and a low of 45, and cloudy with a 50% chance of rain in the forecast for Saturday with a high of 58 and a low of 47. And that's our Newsleader report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for Newsleader on 6. You have a good evening.
And from all of us on Newsleader 6 wishes you and your families a fantastic weekend. Thank you.